Hey everybody, it's me, Eric from Your Reality Recap. So, here's the deal. We are covering The Circle this season. Nicole and I are doing live shows on the TV Co app, so make sure that you guys are following us over there. YourRealityRecaps.com/TVCo to follow us, follow Nicole. She's Nicole Anthony over there. Make sure you guys download the TV Co app. The link is in the description below. For those of you guys that don't know how we are covering it this season, is we are doing these daily vlogs over in the TV Co app. We'll quickly kind of go over what you guys missed from the episode. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern, we will be doing a live show in the TV Co app, filling you guys in on everything that you missed, interacting with you guys in the chat. We'll get more in depth into the episode versus the vlogs where we just quickly go over them. And then on Wednesdays, when the next 4 episodes drop, we watch it live with you guys. So yeah, you don't even need Netflix. We're like watching it. It's like here on the screen. Nicole and I are in the corner and we're commenting and it's fun and you love it. So a lot of great content that we are doing live in the TV Co app. And then of course, if you guys miss it live, you can watch it back in the TV Co app, or I will have it here for you guys on YouTube, on our website, on iTunes. You can check them out there as well if you miss it. But come and support the show in the TV Co app. If you guys want to continue to support us, make sure that if you see us posting about it on social media, you thumbs it up and subscribe like in YouTube, give a nice rating and review in iTunes, or share what you see on social media. Like it, tell a friend, put it in a Facebook group. If you love what we're doing, share the content that you see on social media. That helps us keep bringing you guys new shows like this all the time. Also, if you guys want to help support our shows, consider becoming a patron at YourRealityRecaps.com/patron. You get access to the patron-only Facebook group, prize giveaways, weekly shows just for patrons, and a lot of behind-the-scenes clips and videos of fun New Year's Eve Nicole story video that she only told in the patron group. So check that out. It's a great way to help support us as well. So now the point of this video, I just wanted to have it somewhere where you guys are used to seeing the stuff. So these are going to be, I'm going to take the vlogs. I'm not sure if I'm going to put all 4 together or break them up into 4 episode specific ones. So it'll be a surprise to me too. On how we're going to do this. So you're either going to watch 4, or maybe I titled this just the first episode, and then you're watching that, and the second and third and fourth episode all separately. Of course, you can find all of our Circle content as well over at YourRealityRecaps.com/thecircle if you missed any of these specific ones, or wherever you are watching it. Just make sure that you share the love, and more importantly, come and watch us do these live on TV Co in the TV Co app. That being said, let me bring in Nicole. Nicole, how would you describe The Circle to people?
I would describe The Circle, and hopefully I have some Big Brother fans out there. It is like Big Brother, but each contestant has their own separate apartment. And instead of it being a social game where you're interacting with people directly, it is much more indirect. You are going through a computer screen the whole time, very social media based, and you got to make people like you without actually meeting you.
And the best part is the game doesn't control if you're yourself or if you want to pretend to be somebody else. So you can be a guy pretending to be a girl, or a girl pretending to be a guy, and you can, you know, use the what people might think is the defects in their personality or looks or character and use somebody else's to try and help them gain social status, which I think is an interesting twist to a reality show.
Absolutely.
So I think first up, Nicole, we need to meet these people. So I want to go first with Chris, 30 from Texas. He's a real-ass bitch in a fake-ass world, Nicole. What did you think of Chris?
I think he is unfiltered, which if he sticks with that, that can help you. It can also hurt you. But I think it might end up helping him if he just stays real and gives his honest opinion of things.
I mean, obviously, Chris is our gay. He says that he is religious. He found God at a young age as a teenager, so he's like a very outspoken like about religion, but also gay, which I think is a kind of a twist we haven't seen in reality TV before. My favorite is when he's like, "I'm an artist. I work in social media profiling of my own accounts, and I like art." And I'm like, "You're unemployed, girl."
And can we give a quick shout out to his posters?
His posters.
Which are, I believe, of him.
Right.
That's comments.
And I would now like to move on to a person who I might end up having a poster of, and I can't believe how different he looks in his press photo. It's Hey Buddy.
Wow.
That is
yeah,
That is Joey's press photo. Joey 30 from New York. I want to say womanizer, but I almost feel like he's like a sensitive. How would you describe Joey, Nicole?
a schmoozer, flirtatious. Like he respects people, but he smoozes them.
Right.
So he knows how to, throw his looks around, throw his personality around. And all his pictures apparently from like his high school yearbook because he looks 10 years younger.
I don't understand all the photos he has decided to show. I love that he thinks everyone wants to watch. So check out his shirtless Instagrams every single day, which guilty. Now, but I do like him, and I feel like girls are going to bring him down in this game. He seems very girl obsessed in this game.
Very flirtatious. He's going to get distracted.
Next up, we have Alana, 25 from Texas, and she's a model who wants everyone to know she's not stuck up. Nicole, what do we think of Alana?
It's very difficult because Alana wants everybody to know she's a model. She wants everybody to know she's glamorous and beautiful, but she doesn't want to look stuck up, and that can be very contradictory.
My favorite moment of the episode was when Alana was there and she's in front of the circle screen and she walks up to the TV and just starts touching it and goes, "Oh, it's not touch screen."
Aww.
Look, are the TVs in your house touchscreen, Alana? What kind of model world do you live?
That's very true. My TVs are not, so this is true. Maybe she has a lot of money.
Yeah, maybe. Next, we have someone who I know we both love, and of course I'm referring to Seaburn, who is 29 from Boston. However, he is going to be pretending to be his girlfriend, Rebecca, now in the house. And what I love about Seaburn is he's somebody that works with disabled kids and disabled people. And I mean, I don't love that's the case, but I just love that he's out there doing good in the world, is what I mean. What do you think of our Seaburn / Rebecca?
Oh my gosh. I think he's going to do so well in this game because he knows his girlfriend. He knows how his girlfriend acts, but also being a male, he knows how males think. So he has like that duality that he's going to be able to utilize.
It is going to be fun watching him go through this. Then we have what I called during our live watch party here on TV Co, the Nicole of the season, just on first impressions. Shooby, our little Shooby Nicole. He is a nerd. He ran for governor of California, which they don't talk about, and we found that out from our chat we were watching live on TV Co. And he hates social media, but he hates it for the wrong reason. He hates it because he thinks everyone pretends to be happy and it's all fake how nice everyone is.
I mean, is it really such a bad thing if people are nice to each other and spreading good fortune and spreading the positivity in their life? Like, nobody's going to put on social media, "Hey, I'm constipated," or "Hey, I'm having a bad day." You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm trying to say, Shooby, come to Twitter. Ask Nicole, okay? Go play Big Brother and see if you think social media is all friendly, Shooby. They'll kill you.
I didn't get much negativity.
But you're still aware of it. You are like aware of the way that social media can be horrible.
Oh yeah.
I love how Shooby, when everyone kind of gets their box of stuff, Shooby, who designs virtual reality worlds as his job and was again running for governor, tried to eat the Play-Doh and wasn't sure if you could do that.
I work at a preschool and I see kids try to eat Play-Doh day in and day out. So I'm used to it, but not somebody of that age. And yeah.
You know, someone who we don't see a lot, who doesn't get enough credit on this show, is the host, who kind of does the funny voiceovers as it all goes along, obviously taking that from the British version. My favorite moment from her was when Shuby ate the Play-Doh, and her voiceover is, she goes, you know, he did the Tide Pod challenge. Which I was like, too soon. Kids died from that Tide Pod challenge.
Tide Pod challenge.
Do not do the Tide Pod challenge. Okay, next up, we have Samantha, or Sammy, 29, from Florida. Also another person who works with autistic children. And you can tell by her rainbow shirt, she is bisexual and wants us to know it. What did you think of Sammy?
It's funny, initial reaction, I was a little bit like, she seems abrasive, gonna get herself in trouble, say or rather type things that are not really appropriate. But very shortly into the episode, you start to realize, like, oh, she's really smart and she has a good head on her shoulders.
I love her, and I mean, I don't remember, but I'm sure the people watching our vlogs back will let us know. Was that our pick to win right off the bat? We made a who do we want to win right away. I feel like no.
I think she was one of them.
She was one of our choices. Well, I love her. I think that she is great. If she wasn't my pick to win, I want her to be my pick to win now, and I just love her. And I think, okay, watch this. I think, Nicole, it's going to be a slam dunk. Speaking of basketball, meet Antonio. Antonio is 24, my tongue twister, a pro.
He's gorgeous.
I'm mesmerized by him. He is a pro basketball player from Barcelona, is where he's currently living. And so he's like, pro basketball player from Barcelona. It's a lot of B's. Bees. And he hates douchebags. Well, you're on the right show.
Hey, we'll give it a few episodes.
I mean, aside from gorgeous, did we like Antonio? Did we not? I'm trying to remember. I feel like my initial reaction of him was, I liked him. I didn't think he seemed to have a big personality.
Yeah, I kind of think we were a little bit indifferent to him. I think we were kind of like, okay, he's one of those, no offense, like filler people. Like, he's not.
Right.
Like, it's totally.
I was going to say, is he calling you? Nicole, stop talking about him. He's calling you right now.
He's not, like, totally noteworthy in the sense of the game, but he's also not somebody that we're like, oh, he's, we don't like. We're just kind of like, okay, that's Antonio. He's gorgeous.
I also, yeah, he is gorgeous. I also forgot to say that our Joey was from New York, even if he's hey buddy in it, like he's from the Jersey Shore. And our next, yeah, exactly. And then our last cast member for the moment in the circle is Karen, another New Yorker from the Bronx, 37 years old. She is going to be playing Mercedes. Now, she is a lesbian. She is not bisexual. She is a lesbian with a girlfriend in real life. She's not sure which. Oh, well, I guess she is sure. She's willing to say that she's bisexual in the game if it helps her game, but she wants to play the character of Mercedes. And it kind of made me sad because she said it's because she thinks that if people saw the way she looked outright, they wouldn't be as receptive to her. So that made me sad for Karen. Karen, we love you.
Oh, I love Karen. I found that very interesting because from my perspective, if I were in the circle, I would be more receptive to Karen than I would be to Mercedes. I feel like Mercedes, someone like me, I'd be like, I'm intimidated. I don't know if I want to reach out to her. Whereas Karen seems more approachable.
I completely agree. And I think you and I were both saying, and reminder to everybody, Nicole and I watched this live with all of you on the TV Co app. I think we were both saying while we were watching it live, we were more drawn to Karen than Karen pretending to be Mercedes in a lot of her interactions. So, yeah, I mean, I liked it. Okay, so that is, the people. The next little factor of the game is we like to have a lot of alerts. Alerts.
Alert!
There's alerts. And now the circle comes on, and the circle's like, hey, everybody, you guys got to rate everybody from 1 to 7. Go. So everybody just starts, like, rating, like, moving people around, tops, bottoms. It's not really important in the sense of who voted what now. Just that you guys need to know they, had to put a ranking on people basically just by looking at their photo.
Judging the books by the covers.
Judging the books by the covers. So we then the circle then says, hey, we are opening up group chat. You guys are free to talk. And everybody just sits there with crickets. Everyone's like,
because nobody wants to be the first person to initiate. But if nobody wants to be that first person, who's going to be that first person?
I agree. Well, it turned out that it was Alana with hi. Use a lot of eyes, circle. I use a lot of eyes, circle. So she says hi to the chat. The chat kind of goes on and talks. It's these awkward little introductions where we're learning about the people, which was fun. But then Alana is like, you know what? I need to go make a private chat with my girls. So she goes and private chats Mercedes, which is really Karen, brings in Rebecca, which is really Seaburn. So just 2 catfishes in her, ladies group already, as well as Sammy, and then names the group Skinny Girl Chat.
No. Okay, maybe if you want to make a group chat with all the ladies, good idea. Why not? But why shoot yourself in the foot by putting that type of a title on it when you don't know what these people look like? Like, A, it's rude, but B, you don't know who you're dealing with.
Right. I mean, it shows how kind of not smart she is. She has to be aware that there is the possibility of people catfishing. And if you're just going off the people's photos, that's kind of bad. And, as we both correctly said, and Sammy agreed with us, she's like, this isn't cool. Like,
yeah.
Do you want people out there to think that you have to be skinny to fit in? Mercedes Karen kind of got into a little bit of trouble here because her reply was, ooh, I don't like this, but I don't want to not fit in. I'm going to put #PrettyGirlsRule. So this right off the bat kind of put Sammy against Mercedes and Alana, and they weren't really loving it so much. This is also the moment where we find out that Rebecca did not know. Now it's obviously Seaburn as Rebecca did not know Chris was gay. Rebecca was like, hey, who finds Chris attractive?
Oh, bless his soul.
And Karen is like, Chris is gayer than a Macy's window at Christmas, so I'm not sure how you're not realizing that.
Oh, boy.
So I thought that was very funny from the group chats. We then see Shuby and Rebecca. They kind of have a one-on-one chat, and they, hash out everything that kind of happened up until this point and kind of form an alliance, which we love, because Shuby is kind of a little bit of the nerd, and we know that Seaburn playing Rebecca is kind of a little bit of a nerd, too. So
quirky.
Obviously, this relationship is going to develop more, and I think they're building us to the point where poor Shuby finds out that this Rebecca that he's been talking to is not really who you think. It is now time for Icebreaker. And Nicole and I played this along with chat when we were watching live, but there was a lot of hot topic questions like, do you pee in the shower? Can money buy you happiness? And is it okay to send naked photos? So clearly questions which are designed to get these people talking, seeing what their answers are. I think the most important thing is that Alana was shocked at how many people were okay with peeing in the shower.
And she was very vocal about reaching out to them and asking why they would answer that.
Exactly. Well, it was actually Joey
Yes.
who messages Alana, shirtless, by the way. He takes off his shirt to private message her. Another one who doesn't realize they can't see you.
She can't see you, Joey. I'm sorry.
She can't see it, Joey. She can't see it. And also, Joey, there's a lot of confidence for that body, which I do love, Joey. I'm not saying this gay has a crush on you already, but I'm just saying it's like a lot of confidence. Buddy, yeah, buddy. And he basically is flirting with Lana. He's like, I love a blonde. And he's like, I love everything about you. There's only one thing I don't like that you said yesterday, ... And she's like, that I don't pee in the shower.
Ew, shower peeing. No.
I'm just saying, I think she would let people pee on her in the shower for the right price. So moving on. I'm saying it might have allegedly happened already. So then we move over to Mercedes and Antonio talking, and Antonio is kind of flirting with Mercedes a little bit, and Mercedes is reluctant to it. She's like, I know what you're doing. I get that you're schmoozing me. I get that you're trying to get me to have these feelings. And he's like, I'm going to set her up right now. Are you guys ready? Watch this. Hey, would you ever want to visit a pro ball player in Spain? How is that a setup? He was making it sound like he was gonna reel her in slowly. He gave it all to her.
But remember, he always has everybody in the palm of his hands.
He always has everyone in the palm of his hands. You are correct, Nicole. Which leads us to our last alert. It is time to reveal the rankings. So now they are now all finding out how everybody else ranked them. So in last place was our poor little Shuby, followed by Mercedes, then Rebecca, so the two catfishes, followed by Chris, our gay, Joey, our yeah buddy, and then our top three is Alana came in third, Antonio came in second, and Sammy came in first.
Yes.
And this is when the circle lets us know the top two people are going to be influencers. And the influencers are going to pick someone to block, aka evict from the house, vote off the island, yada, yada, yada. So we now know that it is Antonio and Sammy who are the influencers, and they're kind of debating between Mercedes and Alana. Now, do you think that was the right choice for them, or are those the two people who you would have went after, Nicole?
I definitely know. I would say yes, especially Alana, because she is in the top three. So she's not an influencer, but she was almost there. And that's worrisome. That's intimidating. It means people did vote for her and she could have been in power. I think Mercedes made sense to us as well because of the exchange they had, correct?
Yeah, because it was very much a cat and mouse game between the both of them. It was very much like...
yes.
They both thought they were having the upper hand on each other. They both thought they were playing the other one. I feel Karen was playing Antonio way more than Antonio was playing Karen, but that's just me. Ultimately, Antonio says to us, the viewer, look, I don't want to get rid of a guy. I want it to be a girl that goes home. So I would like it to be Alana, because then I can put the blame on Sammy on this. So that is what they ultimately go with. Of course, he decides to push it one step further and says, all right, I'll go with Alana like you want, even though we know he wants it. He's like, but only if you agree that we'll keep each other safe.
Ooh.
And Sammy's like, I kind of like this plan. So Sammy walks away from this with we're keeping each other safe. We both kind of agreed to this, feeling good. Antonia walks away from it with, I completely manipulated her to do what I want. I got rid of a girl. I'm putting the blame on her. He goes into the circle chat and says, hey everyone, Sammy and I, mostly Sammy, but Sammy and I have decided who we are blocking. It is Alana. Girl, bye. Here's the thing. And again, this is just kind of, oh God, our short. And I think we've already made it 20 minutes. But look, this episode had to be longer. The first episode was like an hour and a half. I think this is a good first vlog. We just wanted to give you the quick what you missed in case you wanted a quick refresher. Nicole and I will be talking about all of this way more in depth on Tuesday when we do our actual recap show of everything before the next episode's drop. So if you want to see the extended recap show, make sure you guys tune in on TV Co to watch it live. And I just, in conclusion, I have to say this about Alana. And then if you want to know what happens next, you'll have to tune into our next vlog recap. What bothered me about Alana was she's leaving feeling like no one got to know her. And I think, number one, you brought up a very good point about the authentic people seeming to being targets, and now one of them is leaving. Do you remember your, the more authentic you are comment that you kind of made? Like, the more authentic you are in the house, the more people think you're fake.
Yeah, I think I was saying, the more authentic you are, the more people think they see through it and they think, oh, this can't be real. Whereas the people that are posing, it's like, yeah, that has to be real. So it's a very interesting social experiment to see how everybody's responding to the real people. Sure. And my thing about Alana, my final statement about her is, I find it very interesting that she said, everybody judged me because I'm a model. Everybody judged me because I'm a model. Not really. No. It was more so because you put out there skinny girls. You put out there, hey girl. You put out, you can't blame the other people for stereotyping you when you played into a negative side of yourself.
Yeah, because it's not a stereotype. That was you. That's where I don't mean to be mean to Alana, but no. Just what Nicole said. You got out for being you. You are someone who thought that girls being pretty or skinny is a thing that you're going to bond over these girls with. I'm sorry you came across as shallow, and I wasn't here for you. Now, I will say there is going to be a shocking revelation in our next vlog recap. But I would like to end this one with what Mercedes did to end the episode. Mercedes goes, oh, Alana is gone. Let's all have a moment of silence. Moment's over. Moving on. Da 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 da. And then that was the end of episode 1. So, wow. I am super excited. I am loving it. Are you loving it, Nicole?
Such a good show. I'm invested. I'm already obsessed. I want to see episode 2. Let's go.
Hey everybody, and welcome to our episode 2 vlog recap of The Circle here on TV Co. Nicole, we are about to do our quick vlog recap for everyone. In case you guys missed episode 2, we're going to tell you some of the important plot points from it, what Nicole and I thought about it. And if you want to get more in-depth and hear all of the details, make sure that you guys come back at Tuesday night at 6 p.m. Eastern. That is when we are going to recap all of the happenings in the house. And of course, you can also come by on Wednesdays and watch us watch the latest drop of the episodes with you guys in real time, getting all of our comments and our thoughts in, well, real time. Nicole and I had so much fun doing it on New Year's Day. Yeah. We loved it. Okay, so, Nicole, episode 2 picks up with Alana has just been voted out, and we find out she gets to confront one person. Now, Nicole, here is some tea. I'm serving it to you. There's your tea here. Got it. Good. Sip. I have the tea for us, Nicole.
Okay, I'm ready.
According to the actual social media interwebs,
Okay.
Alana was on Twitter saying that she did not want to confront Sammy first. That was not her first choice of who to go to, and that production may have pushed her into that.
Interesting.
So a little bit of disregarding of what I'm sure is a non-disclosure agreement on Alana's part, but thanks for that little bit of gossip, Alana. We loved it. So we see her go to confront Sammy. She like walks into the room. She's like her arms on her chest. She's like, "Excuse me, why did you vote me out?"
Me.
Sammy's like, there was two of us, and you need to relax. You're in my apartment."
Calm down.
Calm down in my apartment. I mean, that was like a nothing interaction compared to some of the confrontations you've seen on a Big Brother. I thought that was like a confrontation light.
Yes. There's a very big difference between I'm mad and let's say something like good old Taco Tuesday. Very different level of anger.
Yeah. Because they were fine after 2 minutes. They're like sitting on the couch like, "Oh, I like that one. I'm not sure who that one is. Oh, that one's going to be a trouble. You better watch out later." I was like, all right, they're fine. Why are we...
now?
Exactly. It was like, whatever. So we then move on to Sammy and Chris. Sammy decides to go into a private chat with her gay because she knows that Chris is her gay. And she's like, "So, about last night." And he's like, "Oh, girl, did Alana go visit you?" And she's like, "Yes, she did. She came and visited me." And he's like, "Did you need to exercise her out of that apartment?" And she's like, "She scared me. She scared me." And I was like, again, did they edit this whole thing down? Because I don't know what was scary about that or not. But just the point of their little private chat was they bonded over the fact of, now you know something. She came to visit me alone. We are having this bond where we can relate to each other. We feel like we can now go to each other privately and tell each other stuff. So it really just solidified the trust between Sammy and Chris, was the point of that. Do you like a Sammy and Chris alliance?
I like a Sammy with anybody alliance.
Okay.
Whoever Sammy can align with and have that open communication with and that open trust with, that is all good for our girl. This way she'll make it further.
Okay, so we should just call this episode Private Chat, because then we move over to Joey and Shuby go into a private chat. Not as serious as the Sammy and Chris private chat. They are bonding over skincare.
Yep.
Shuby...
very personal. That allows two people to bond, you know?
It does. And I felt bad for Shuby here because he's like, I don't know if I should put man in it or not put man in it. I don't know how to talk to him. He's a frat guy. He's probably working out. Then it cuts to Joey. He's like, this is the how do I do Joey's voice? This is the charcoal swap. I can't do a good Joey right now. I have to hear it. He has like a little bit of, he's like New York lispy. And if anyone can tell you, Nicole and I know New York.
Yep.
But sometimes when I try and do lispy, it just doesn't come out right, and I have to stop myself, so I'm doing it. So, nothing really great about their conversation. We then move over again to another Mercedes and Antonio chat. And this one, they're continuing this cat and mouse game that they're playing. Antonio is kind of like, "Hey, Mercedes, just wanted to say I had your back last night. You didn't go home because of me." Mercedes is not buying it. Would you have bought it, Nicole?
Not at all. Mm-hmm. He puts out a lot of items and he puts the price tags on them, and he's convinced people have them in the shopping cart, gonna leave the store with them, and people are not buying it. It's not happening. But again, he has everybody in his hands.
Mm-hmm. I like their cat and mouse game. I love this edit. I like how they're building it up. And Mercedes even says, she's like, "Look, I'm going to give him what he wants. He wants me to play this game with him. He wants me to think that his flirting is working on me, or that I'm going to be humble or grateful to him. So I'm going to play that game. And if you really did save me, I appreciate it. but I'm not going to give him the ratings. He already is high. He doesn't need the ratings from me. So I'll make him think that he's cool with me, and I'll make him think that I owe him, but I'm really not doing anything for him.
Yep.
So
Smart out.
that was a little interesting on her part. We then move over to the next private chat. I'm telling you, the show should have just been called Private Chat. This one was between Rebecca and Shuby. And Rebecca has decided, Seaburn playing Rebecca, has decided, I'm going to kind of flirt a little bit with Shuby to make him feel comfortable. And more importantly, solidify our alliance. And that is exactly what happens. Those two talk. They kind of, are bonding more and more. This is going to... I don't think it's going to destroy Shuby. I just think it's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that moment when, Shuby's like, okay, I can't wait to meet Rebecca. Oh. But like you said, he might laugh about it.
He's gonna. He's gonna. I don't see him as somebody who's gonna hold a grudge or be angry. Like, I think he's gonna be shocked.
But laugh.
But then, laugh about it in 3 seconds. I don't think this is gonna destroy his world. You know what might destroy their worlds, though, Nicole?
What's that, Eric?
Alert! 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 Alana is allowed to leave a message.
Oh, what is she going to say?
Exactly. Now, Nicole and I were wondering this, and another reason why it's fun to kind of watch all the episodes live in real time with Nicole and I, outside of these blogs or the recap, is because we didn't watch the UK version. So it's new to us, which is exciting for people to watch it be new to us. But Nicole and I didn't know, is she allowed to say whatever she wants? Is she allowed to, on her video, say, hey, I went and met with Sammy. Sammy is actually who she says she is. She's not, is she allowed to help the other players? Turns out she's not.
Makes sense.
So,
but yeah, it does. Why, who knows?
It would kill the show. I mean, it would obviously, kill the show.
Unless I'm lie, because then you could say, hey, I met with Sammy. She's actually a dude.
Well, true. She could lie the other way. So that's a good point. I just liked how all the people in because they were all convinced that Alana was a catfish. Like, all right, show the video. Let's see. It's going to be a 90-year-old man. It's going to be some guy. It's going to be, they all kept saying the same sentence. She really was her humble self. She really was her authentic self, and we didn't believe it.
Authentic and herself, yes. Humble.
Yeah.
Interesting word.
Yeah. I was like, I don't know. You guys need to look up the definition of humble. So I'm just like, whatever. I agree. Nicole and I agree. You were voted out for being you. We saw you, and you were voted out because of it. A girl bye. I hope Twitter is not being too mean to you. If it is, please call Shuby and let him know that's the way social media actually is. Not everyone is nice and happy. Now we move over to one of my most favorite parts of the episode. Nicole?
And what is that, Eric?
This is when Joey decides that it is Antonio's fault for removing the blonde from the house, the one that he wants to be with. Mm-hmm. Joey thinks that the smartest idea to do here is to private message Antonio with the following. Hey, Antonio, question. So, do you now feel like a fucking dick for voting out Alana and finding out she was actually true to who she said she was? Wow. Hello?
That's a great social game right there. I should have tried that in the house. I should have went to people and say, hey, do you feel like a fucking dick now that you voted somebody out?
Yeah.
That's good for your social game.
What? And all this is a social game. What are you doing, Joey?
He's not thinking with his head, that's for sure.
Oh, he's thinking with a head, just the wrong one. So we're like, what are you? Yep. Nicole, we literally had to pick our jaws back up. That was insane. Now, he does try and turn it around. Like, in Joey's mind, it made sense. He was like, I was just trying to break him down a little bit. and then let him know I'll be here for him when he has no one for being such a dick.
No.
And I'm like, Joey, what are you doing?
Then he should have approached it by saying, hey, I'm in another group chat and everybody was calling you a dick. I'm sorry. Not, hey, I called you a dick. Now let's try to backpedal.
Joey, I don't know. I mean, I will say, maybe Joey is outsmarting all of us, because as I have also said, I think there's this thing where I find it interesting that Joey is very accepting of the gay, of Chris being the gay, very accepting of, like, people's different ethnic backgrounds, and, like, all of these things where me growing up, a Joey, a stereotypical that Joey character, would not be so open and accepting to. So I love that he is, but then I wonder, is he like playing the game and playing us at the same time? Like, does he know I need an enemy? I need to love the gay. I need to respect the women in my Joey way. Like, is he just playing all of us? Which is what I'm dying to know about Joey. But you know who else is dying to know, Nicole?
Who's that?
Everyone in the group chat, because the circle opens up the group chat. And Rebecca, Mercedes, and Sammy all get together now for this one. And they, again, are talking about Alana. And Mercedes kind of comes at Sammy here. She's like, hey, Sammy, you were in that voting room. You are, I heard that I was gonna go. Like, it could have been me. I know it was between me and Alana. And Sammy's like, where'd you hear that? And Mercedes goes, just an intuition. So she does not throw Antonio under the bus here, which didn't make sense.
And even in that sense, does a bus throwing need to happen? It's kind of obvious. There were only 2 people who were influencers, so if it's not you... Right.
Well, exactly. True. But, I mean, it was a weird... Like, she literally said to her, if this was real life, I would come up to your face and fight you right now.
So why not throw Antonio under the bus? Why not take the target? It doesn't make sense.
It made no sense. Then the house goes over. They move to play a rousing game of Who Dis? Which was the easiest game of Taboo, for those of you that know Taboo, which is one of my favorite games, where you had to try and make someone guess a celebrity, but you could say anything you wanted, so it wasn't hard.
Eric, I thought we were just very smart.
Nicole and I play. Here's the other thing. When we're watching live, Nicole and I will pause the show and we play these games with all of you. And we did good. We got each other to guess all of them. So we won. We are winning the circle. To kind of close out the episode, everybody gets to pick new profile pics. Joey decides he wants to show one of his family to show that side of himself that he is very...
He's back in high school. He looks so young in those photos.
Exactly. It's so weird. Chris decides to show himself in drag. And he's like, I'm going to show him my fetus side. So Chris posts his drag photo. And then Sammy posts a photo, which, again, we had a jaw-dropping moment. Where at first you kind of think she's naked. She's, like, kind of on the bed.
Yeah.
Like, her legs are agape. And she's wearing like a I don't know what you ladies call those things. She's wearing like a flesh thong, right? Like a flesh colored thongy thing. And you didn't like it. You were against it.
I'm against it because the top was black and it looked really nice. And I feel like if she had matching black bottoms, it would be better looking in my opinion. I feel like the tan was not flattering and she's a very beautiful woman. And no.
I'm here for Sammy all day. I want Sammy to be our new best friend at this moment. I want Joey to be my boyfriend, and I want these 2 bubbles to slide over. I want Sammy in the middle, and I want her to join us, Nicole. Yeah, I think we are both in love with Sammy.
I am.
Sammy's making me question my sexuality. I don't understand. Sammy has some sort of like a spell on me. I don't know what it is.
We'll both be in that boat. Now we're both confused.
Okay, now we're both confused. This is great. Sammy, you're changing lives. To end the episode, everybody is kind of surprised to see everybody's new profile pictures. Like, ooh, we love it. This is a new side of Rebecca, a new side. So yes, everybody kind of reacted the way we thought they would react. The circle announces, hey, we're gonna have a party. Everybody starts dancing. They're loving it. And then the door opens and we meet Miranda. Miranda, 26, from California, comes in. We don't really get much of her backstory. We just learned that she is going to get to pick one person to have a one-on-one time with in the after party when the party is over.
Yes.
So, I mean, aside from that, Joey also said, I like Sammy now after seeing her scandaloso picture. So, of course, Joey drags her into a private chat.
Yes, of course. And plus he lost Alana, so you know.
Right, exactly. And he goes, Sammy, I want to see your devilish side. And Sammy's like, ew. It's like to us, like not just like, oh.
Like, no.
God, that is gross. As you said, this is where kind of Antonio tells all of us, I have everyone right where I want them. All the girls want me. This party has left me feeling like, looking at everyone's photos, I have a correct read on everyone. Everyone loves me. Everyone wants me. I'm the best at this game. I'm Antonio. Great. They then all decide to play Never Have I Ever.
Yep.
Again, nothing really great came out of this other than, have you ever been with someone of the same sex? Now, what they all don't know is that Miranda is able to spy on this conversation. Miranda, who is identifying as bisexual, she learns that Sammy admits to being bisexual in this moment. And so does Mercedes, aka Karen playing Mercedes, also outs herself as being bisexual, which I think in that moment took the feud between Sammy and Mercedes and it kind of squashed it, because even in that moment, Sammy says, oh, this changes everything. This totally changes the game for me. So, a lot of gays in this circle season that are protecting each other. I'm always used to, the formula of you're only allowed to have one gay person.
Yep.
I'll have to have one gay on the show. So, having a lot of them.
One gay male, one gay female.
Sure. So, Miranda, we end the episode with Miranda saying, hey, I gotta figure out who I'm gonna choose. Is it gonna be Sammy, because I think she's hot? Is it gonna be Joey, because I like him? Who is it gonna be? I don't know. Tune in to our next vlog recap to find out. Hey everybody, and welcome to our third episode vlog recap for The Circle with myself and Nicole here on TV Co. Now, for those of you guys that don't know, these are just, we're trying to make them quick, short, little vlog recaps for you guys on what you missed from the episodes. If you guys want the full, in-depth recap show, we do them every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern here on TV Co. So make sure you come back and watch us do those live. We'll interact with you in the chat as well. Or on Wednesdays when the episodes drop, Nicole and I watch all 4 hours with you guys live, which is, it's like a slumber fun party where you can get our
We should wear pajamas next time.
We should wear pajamas next time. I was thinking that. Just another fun things that we are doing for the Circle here on the TV Co-op, as well as other people. So make sure you click around this Circle community and check out all the great content. Now, for this vlog, I'm going to turn it over to you, Nicole. I'm going to let you lead it. You're on the timer. Go.
All right. So we are beginning episode 3. There's a catfish among us. And we'll start off with Miranda being able to invite one person to the after party.
Right.
And now she's debating a little bit about the women she feels that she's connected to. And she ultimately chooses Mercedes.
Right. And I say wrong choice, should have been Joey. But go ahead.
I agree. I think it should have been Joey as well.
Right.
So she invites Mercedes to a private chat, to which Mercedes says, "Why invite me? What about me?" And Miranda expresses, "I think you're beautiful. You look like someone I'd connect with."
Mm-hmm.
So the two of them start flirting back and forth, to which Mercedes, aka Karen, says, "Wow, Miranda is gay boots, and I can use this to help me and to my advantage."
Yep.
But a little odd moment during this conversation is Miranda calls Mercedes promiscuous.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that, Eric?
I feel like you just came into the house, Miranda. I'm not going to condone. Nicole and I saw when people were watching live, people were calling Miranda Beth. Little BB21 throwback. But I'm just like, where are you getting that from? You've been here 2 seconds. You watched one game of Never Have I Ever, and now you've decided she's promiscuous. I don't know. It seemed a bit ridiculous to me.
And we're going to see a couple times as the episodes go on, Miranda saying things that get taken a little bit the wrong way.
Right.
I don't really know if she means them. But going from there, we see our man, Shuby, in the mirror telling himself, "You need to connect with this new girl. You got this. Make an ally. Let's go." We love Shuby. Next morning, my favorite moment is Mercedes saying, "Today is the day for some purposeful ass kissing."
Yep.
Yes, it is. But a very disappointing moment is Miranda does not know how to use a kettle.
And we were blown away by this.
Yeah, this is a little odd.
And then Nicole and I found out that a lot of you guys in the TV co-chat also did not know how to boil water.
What's that about? I do that all the time. That's the one thing I know how to do.
Look, I get if you don't want tea. You've never made hot chocolate. You've never made ramen. How are you all existing?
Very odd.
I don't understand it at all.
Well, at this point, the players realize the blue check marks are gone, so we no longer have influencers.
Yep.
All the players are looking at Miranda's profile. They're looking at her picture. They're sizing her up. She's a new girl, no makeup. What's her story? And our friend Shuby decides, "I need to protect Joey from this new girl. Mm-hmm. She looks like she's going to flirt. Joey's my guy." But going into the private chats, here we go. They start up. We have our first one is Miranda and Antonio.
Mm-hmm.
Miranda does a very, very smart thing. She looks at Antonio's profile and says, "Oh, he's a chef. I'm going to test him on this." Yep. "Hey, Antonio, I'm making breakfast. How do you poach an egg?" And what does Eric, what does he answer?
He goes, you just crack the egg, you just scramble the egg, and then you eat the egg.
Yeah. So Miranda goes, "Wow." He does not know how to poach an egg.
Nope.
From there, the two of them kind of go back and forth, and she's like, "You're the first one I noticed and liked, but I had to reach out to a girl first." She tells him she reached out to Mercedes, and the two of them kind of go back and forth like, "Yeah, Mercedes is my number one girl," which she kind of told him, "But you're my number one guy." Mm-hmm. So they make a little bit of an ally, maybe, ship there.
Right.
From there, next private chat, we have some Chris and Joey.
Okay.
They have forth. This is while your guy Joey is in the hot tub and
coaching himself.
And they talk about technically like a bromance. They go back and forth like, let's get on the throne together. Nobody's an influencer right now. The two of us can run this house. We can be influencers. Let's do it. So whether it's authentic or not to Joey as a person, I know you're a little bit concerned about that, Eric. The two of them are like in a bromance type thing.
Yeah,
so
I was loving it. I'm loving it. Right? I'm loving their relationship.
I agree. I liked it. I liked the back and forth. I thought it was very humorous. Them talking about boxed wine.
Right.
And how everyone likes Goodwood.
Everyone loves Goodwood. Yeah, it was fun.
From there, our next private chat is Rebecca and Shuby again. Mm-hmm. And they talk about becoming sidekicks, becoming allies. He calls Shuby handsome. Mm-hmm. Shuby gets a little flustered. "Oh, I really like Rebecca." And again, we're developing that relationship that we know is going to be revealed down the line.
Right.
From there, very interesting, Mercedes starts a group chat that she calls Mama's Boys. Yeah. And it's her, Shuby, and Chris. Mm-hmm. And Chris, being very, very smart, says, "Has anybody met the new girl?" Yep. And Mercedes, a.k.a. Karen, goes, "Darn it. Do I deflect or do I say, yeah, it was me and I spoke to her?" Right. And she tells them, She says, I spoke to her because she's afraid it might come out that she did. And Shuby's like, wow, Mercedes must really trust me that she shared this information. Yeah. So the three of them are, connecting. They're creating like this, not like a deal of any sort, but they're just saying, let's watch out for each other. Why?
Right.
Because Chris says, Miranda seems a little sketch. Let's keep an eye out. We'll protect each other. Just be aware. Tread lightly with Miranda. From there, another group chat. This episode should be group chats galore.
I know.
Miranda starts one with Rebecca and Sammy and says, hey, girls, I want to start a girl group chat because I haven't spoken to you girls yet. Mm-hmm. To which the two of them say, girls, well, what about Mercedes? Yeah. Why is she not a part of this? But Miranda does express like, oh, I did already speak to Mercedes. Mm-hmm. I just didn't speak to you two.
Right.
So they go around about and they end up talking again about sexuality. Yeah. So they're expressing like, oh, are you only interested in guys or girls or what's going on? And all three of them, Rebecca, a.k.a. Shuburn included, mm-hmm. they say they're open. They're bi-curious. They're into both. And you seem like it's going in a good trajectory until Miranda, again, kind of saying inappropriate things. She says, I typically like men, but I might like a girl here or there. And that rubs Sammy the wrong way.
Right.
Sammy goes, I don't like that. I feel like you're the type that you just uses girls. Yep. So there's a little bit of a there. Right. From there, one of our favorite moments, alert! Alert! Joey's cooking Brussels sprouts and gets very annoyed.
Why you gotta stop me from cooking my Brussels sprouts? What are you doing? Just a wait circle? Come on, Jesus.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. It is time for the ratings. But new player Miranda cannot be rated, nor can she rate. They keep on showing she's very interested in what's happening. Miranda, you're not involved.
And it is ridiculous. A lot of people did not like that. And apparently on the UK version, they are allowed to be. Nicole and I were very upset that she was not allowed to be put in the mix.
Yeah, that was very odd. Like, she's part of it now. She's part of the dynamics.
Right.
She should be able to rank and be ranked. Come on now.
I agree. I agree completely.
So all the players lock in their ranks. So we're going to find out about those later. From there, Shuby and your guy Joey go into a private chat. Mm-hmm. And Shuby says, Joey, you're the one guy I would go to war for in this game. And Joey says, I would die for you, man. And they both get teary-eyed. Yeah. So here's another romance developing. We were a little concerned why they were crying. A little confused as to why they were crying.
Yeah. You know, on episode 1, Chris brings up the question. He asked people, "Have you ever stepped into the into the rainbow pond?" Lady pond is housewives, but have you ever stepped into the rainbow pond in your life? I'm starting to think Joey might be curious.
Yes.
And if you are Joey,
Eric's making it happen. Okay. Next, we have a game.
Yay!
Ask Me Anything, which is where each player gets to anonymously send a question to any player of their choosing, and the whole circle sees the conversation.
Yep.
So first we have Chris, and he asks Rebecca, a.k.a. Seaburn, are you really shy, or is that just for likability? And Rebecca answers, I have a twin sister. She always spoke for me. I'm shy. That's me. And everybody goes, oh, Rebecca, we love you.
Right.
Okay, that question really didn't get us anywhere, but Rebecca is liked.
Yep.
Next question. Rebecca, a.k.a. Seaburn, woo! What does he do? He asks Mercedes, who is a catfish? And Mercedes, very wisely, gives the politician's answer, to be honest, I think all of you are catfish. I don't trust anybody at this point. Sorry, not sorry. And to be honest, I do not blame her. Do you blame her, Eric?
I mean, I know a lot of people were saying that was the politician answer by not really answering, but I feel like I don't feel she took the easy route, because I think when people were saying that, they were thinking like she took the easy way out there. I think the easy way out would be like, I don't think any of you are catfish. In a sense, she's putting a target on her with everyone by saying, I don't trust any of you. So why would any of them want to work with you if you are saying, I don't trust any of you? So I don't feel like she took the easy way out the way the people there were making it seem like, oh, that was such an easy thing for her to do.
Period. Our next moment is a good moment for Miranda.
Mm-hmm.
This is when Miranda decides to say, I think Sammy's the catfish because she is just too good to be true. And Miranda means it as like, wink, wink, you're too good to be true. I like you. I have a crush on you. I'm flirting. But Sammy does not see it that way. Sammy's like, what the hell? You're calling me a catfish? What's your problem? And nobody defends her.
Right.
Nobody says anything. And the reason why this is a big deal is because Antonio then calls Joey a catfish.
Yeah.
They go back, you're a catfish. I'm 100% sure.
Mm-hmm.
And Shuby comes into the conversation and says, I will put my life in the game right here, right now on a platter. Joey is 100% authentic. Don't pick on Joey. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So Joey was defended, but Sammy was not.
Why are you jumping on the sword for Joey, Shuby? I mean,
Yep.
I would want to jump on his sword, but I'm just saying, you, Shuby, why are you doing that?
Our next question asker is Mercedes. And she asks Antonio, do you have any alliances and with whom?
Mm-hmm.
And Antonio, he is what he is, but he gives a politician's answer and says, my only alliance is with God. And when it comes to this game, you keep your alliances to yourself. I ain't no snitch.
Right.
And whereas people were kind of off put when Mercedes took the politician route,
Yeah.
people are angered when Antonio takes the politician route.
Yep.
People get pissed.
Yep.
And they were like, oh, there's nothing wrong with a God-fearing man, but there's no way. And they jump on him.
Yeah.
And everybody basically agrees, like, there's something sketchy about Antonio. We don't like his answer. He must be the catfish.
Right.
So from there, Antonio does what me and you kind of were like, no, Antonio. He starts dropping facts, thinking that they're going to help him. So he's like, I went to school here. I went to school here. What kind of a catfish would know that? And it does not help his case because everybody knows when you get defensive, you just look more guilty.
Yeah. It was so bad. And again, anybody can say that. Like Nicole would not know if I said, hi, Nicole, whether she knows me or not. If I went, Nicole, I went to St. Mary's High School. I graduated college with a bachelor's in science at, I was going to say, like, Philadelphia.
How do I know if that's...
Right, how would anybody know that? No one has your yearbook, Antonio. What are you doing? It was just so weird.
The next thing in this episode is very endearing.
Mm-hmm.
I call it pulling a Nicole. Shuby reaches out to Sammy in a private chat and says, I'm so sorry Miranda came for you. I should have defended you. I cannot believe I didn't. And they go back and forth. They have a heart-to-heart. Sammy says, I work with people on the spectrum, so I know what it's like to not fit in.
Right.
And Shuby is like, I don't fit in all the time. So they have a really nice heart-to-heart with Shuby concluding that Sammy is absolutely not a catfish and he really likes her.
Right.
We end the episode with alert!
Alert!
The ratings are in. And there are some interesting ones.
Oh, boy.
At the bottom, 7th. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Antonio is number 7.
So first to worst this week.
Yep.
Wow.
From, who was it that said he went from being the head to being the tail?
Right. Ooh. Bye.
Tied for 5th, and people could not understand this, the players. They were like, where'd 6th place go? Tied for 5th is Joey and Sammy.
Can I just say that Nicole had to explain it to me and all of chat as well? Because I was sitting there, Nicole, going, what happened to 6? Nicole's like, do you see the equal sign? The equal sign means it is 2 people. And I'm like, okay, smart.
I know something.
Right. I loved it. So it's 7 tied for 5th.
Yep. And then in 4th place, right in the middle, we have Mercedes, which is a good spot to be.
Mm-hmm.
3rd, we have Seaburn, a.k.a. Rebecca.
Mm-hmm.
And then tied for 1st, now we have someone going from being the tail to being the head, Shuby and Joey.
Shocking.
And with the 2 of them being the top 2, they have become the influencers. And we know that the 2 of them have to come together and choose who is going to be the next player locked.
Dun, dun, dun. So what is going to happen next? We will find out on our next recap, right, Nicole? On our next vlog, episode 4 vlog. Nicole, take it away. Episode 4.
Episode 4, Planting Doubt. We start off with our 2 influencers, Shuby and Chris,
Right.
debating over which player they should block. So they are weighing the pros and cons. As they're doing so, we hear from Joey, who says, this is a testament to see if Shuby's really got my back. We're going to find out.
Right.
So like I said, they're weighing the pros and cons. And one of the most interesting things is Shuby is not really a big fan of Mercedes.
No.
But because Chris is, Shuby's like, you know what? Okay, I guess I have to compromise. I'm not going to say I think Mercedes is a catfish. Just going to let it go.
Right.
It's more important that I protect my people. And the 2 of them decide that it's between the 2 people that were influencers the previous week, or previous day rather, Antonio and Sammy.
Right.
And they're debating, and they ultimately come to their decision. Dun, 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 dun. Antonio.
Bye.
Reasoning being that they didn't have much of a strong connection with him. They don't know much about him. And again, they feel like he's fraudulent.
And
but
he's
just
not.
like Alana, what is he, Eric?
He's being himself. He was himself. He was like, I'm not gonna be fake. I'm gonna be me. I'm gonna be true to me. I don't like how all these people are being fake. So he was himself. And once again, all these people in being themselves, everyone thinks they're fake and votes them out.
Yep. But alert!
Alert! Alert!
Before he leaves, he can meet one player. And he chooses Mercedes.
Now, this was the suspenseful hall walk where we were like, what room is he going to go into? Who is he going to see?
Slow-mo walk. Oh, is he going to see this lady that he potentially had a crush on, but they kind of argued back and forth?
Mm-hmm.
He walks in, ba-bam. It is Mercedes. Well, actually, Karen. And he is absolutely shocked.
Yeah.
He's, why'd you pick me? I'm real. Why would you do this to me? And the 2 of them really start talking about their opinions of people. Karen says she thinks Sammy is a catfish. Yet again, another person being real is being viewed as a catfish. And go ahead.
I was just going to say, and the one thing that I thought was funny about their meeting was, you're right, he was absolutely shocked. What we thought he would be shocked about was that the person in front of him is Karen and not this Mercedes person. No. What he was shocked about was, how dare you pick me?
Yes.
That was his
like,
shock.
Why am I the bad one? Why'd you get rid of me? Like, you're not
so weird.
a catfish?
Yeah, exactly. I thought he would care more.
That marks the end of day 3.
Yep.
The next morning, we see Joey being very upset. Very upset. He says, Antonio's dead and gone. Goodbye. Because, the 2 of them have some kind of weird bro feud going on. Who knows? But the news feed has been updated, and Antonio has left a message.
Yeah.
And this answered Eric and I's question where we said, can they reveal anything in these goodbye messages?
Right.
And he does. He says, listen, I'm the real me. Everybody's shocked. I'm not a catfish, but I met with somebody last night, and best believe that person is a catfish. And this is what makes everybody say, damn, who would he have seen?
Right. So now everyone's going to have to lie because nobody can really admit, well, you saw me now. So this is going to be a very interesting dynamic that goes on in the future conversations.
And this is when we hear Mercedes say, darn, like you're just saying, do I say it was me? She thinks about it for a minute, and she goes, or should I deflect and play it off like, oh, I'm so upset. I thought this guy really liked me. He didn't come see me. And we're going to find that answer out very shortly. But before we do, we have a private chat between Shuby and Joey.
Yeah.
And Shuby says, listen, there's only 3 guys left. We need to get together and figure out our shit, because otherwise we're all going to leave. And Joey says, yep, dicks over chicks. Let's get Chris in on this, even though Shuby expresses, I think Chris is a rat and is going to relay all this message, all this information to the girls into a group chat. And they talk about, all the information and what they're thinking. Like, let's get together as men. And Chris makes a very interesting statement, which had to be explained to me, which was hashtag Destiny's Child.
Right.
She says, we're a group right now, but best believe we can break up, and there's only one Beyonce, a.k.a. himself.
Right. He also wanted to have a Kiki. I thought you were going to say the let's have a
Oh.
Kiki one. We had to explain to Nicole, let's have a Kiki too.
How am I supposed to know what a key? I thought it was like a key. You
Right,
know?
it's a key. It's when a bunch of people trade keys. Key for you, key for me. It's also called a key party, Nicole.
That's a little creepy.
Yeah.
Okay. It's creepy. Okay. From there, we have a private chat that Sammy creates with Mercedes.
Mhm.
She calls it I Come in Peace. And Mercedes goes, you know what? Now's my chance. I'm going to have to plant the seed that Antonio did not visit me. So
Right.
Mercedes, a.k.a. Karen, says, Sammy, I was steaming. You know, I really like this guy. We were talking every night. He really seemed to like me. I wasted lashes. It got pretty. And he didn't come see me. I am pissed. And Sammy, you know, kind of questions whether she believes it, but she kind of does. She's like, you know what? I know what that's like to be stood up. Like, damn, she wasted eyelashes. I feel bad. So they start thinking about who else Antonio may have gone to go see.
Mhm.
And the two of them kind of decide Rebecca is one of those people. So the two of them are like, oh, Rebecca could be a catfish. Like, you know, that's someone we should look into that we weren't because Rebecca's very quiet,
Right.
very interesting. From there, we have another private chat
Mhm.
between Miranda and Joey.
Right.
And this message starts off as them flirting. And, you know, Miranda asks Joey, who do you think is the catfish? And Joey says, well, I think it's someone we both have eyes for. I think it could be Sammy. And they're like, oh, okay, that's interesting. They flirt a little bit back and forth. You know, Miranda calls him handsome. I love how you're close with your family. And this is when we get some insight into Miranda.
Yeah.
You know, people were calling her the Beth of the season. And this is when you actually see more insight into her life when she talks about foster care and how she's not close to her family. And it's a really good moment for her and Joey because it makes Joey think like, wow, she's not a catfish. I relate to her. I respect her. And the two of them kind of become tight by the end of it.
It was a really horrible moment for Nicole and I as we were yelling at the TV screen. Like, I forgot what she said, but she said something, and I was like, shut up, Miranda! What are you talking about?
It said, like, are you close with your family? And she was like, well, and we were like, oh, come on, you can't be crying. You were only in the house a day.
That's what it was. We were making fun of her for being like, oh, you miss your family. And then her next sentence was, my family was ripped away from me in foster care. Nicole and I were like, oh, God, this show's live.
Yeah, we were like, oh, crap. We didn't realize why she was crying. Apology. Love you, Miranda. So sorry about that. But so hard.
We do now love you. And
sorry, Eric. On a lighter note, though,
uh-huh.
the nailed it, failed it game.
Yes. Yes.
The house guests. Oh boy, the players had 30 minutes to recreate an elaborate freaking zebra giraffe rainbow cake. It was gorgeous, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
And take a picture of it, upload it to the circle, and all the players were going to vote on whose is the best, and the person whose is the best gets a present. So they all get the materials and they make their cakes.
Right.
And Eric, someone's cake is very interesting.
Look, Nicole, I think I told you this while it was happening. I know you kind of disagree with me. I'm just going to paint the picture for everybody quickly. I'm assuming you're speaking about my boyfriend Joey's cake.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so the way that I would describe it, everyone, is it was like that scene from Ghost where Joey just wanted to get more of the frosting on his body than anywhere else. I think Nicole said the cake looked gross. I could only focus on, like, Joey just, like, I envisioned I was behind him and we had the clay cake and it was spinning and we were sweating and there was frosting everywhere.
And there was a lot of sweat.
I might have replayed that scene after you left, is what I'm saying, Nicole. That's all. I loved it. It was a horrible cake. I don't even remember. The cake was hideous.
It was bad. But love you, Joey. A for effort.
Love you.
So okay. But they upload the pictures of their cakes. Everybody views them. Everybody votes. And the person who ends up getting the most likes is Miranda.
She did have a good cake.
Yeah, we learned her backstory. She makes a great cake. It's like, oh, wow, this girl has a lot more to her.
Right.
And what she's able to do, she gets this prize. She won. She's able to add a video to her profile.
Big mistake.
And she doesn't necessarily pick the best video. She picks like this, I guess you would say, boomerang of her in her bikini, like wiggling her torso hips. Mm-hmm. And you have some people that go, oh, it's cute. It's okay. You have Sammy go, I don't like this at all. Meanwhile, Sammy, look at your picture. You shouldn't judge. But the most interesting person, or people rather, are Seaburn, aka Rebecca, and Shuby, who both are convinced that she is a catfish because in some pictures she has so many tattoos and her hair is different, and in other pictures she has different tattoos or more tattoos.
And her hair is different.
We were shocked, Eric, because did you know that you're not born with tattoos?
I did not know. I thought that you have tattoos in utero. I thought the little tattoo artist just sticks his hand up in there and is like, zzz, and then you come out with tattoos.
So I don't mean to laugh at Shuburn and Shuby, but I love them. Seaburn, rather, Shuby and Shuby. I love them, but it's very funny that they're like, yep, she has a tattoo in this one, not in this one. Fraudulent.
You work with children, Seaburn. I expect you to know this basic concept that you can get tattoos at different points in your life. Because I love you. And I feel like we're not, because we're going quickly through vlogs, I feel like we're not giving enough love to Seaburn. I just want you, we love you, Seaburn, but go ahead.
Yes. From here, we have the very interesting private chat between Miranda and Sammy.
Yep.
Miranda reaches out to Sammy thinking, we're cool, nothing's wrong. And Sammy's like, okay, what does this bitch want? She already said I'm a catfish. Let's see. And, Miranda's like, hey, Sammy, what's up? And Sammy's like, I'm mad at you. You called me a catfish. Not cool. And Miranda's like, oh, no, that's not what I meant. I was, like, flirting with you. I meant, you're too good to be true because you're gorgeous. I really like you. Boom. They're on good terms, allegedly.
Allegedly. Yeah. I'm like, are they, though?
They express to each other, like, who they're close to. Miranda says she likes Mercedes and Joey and Sammy, which I don't know if you should really share who you're close to, but to each their own. I'm not judging. And they decide to have a friendly, flirty competition. They say, let's see which one of us can get the first naughty emoji from Joey.
And why?
I don't know.
We were dumbfounded about this too. Like, what are you doing? Why are you adding more drama? Oh, I just didn't get it.
We're adding competition to competition and possibly going to get angry at each other if Joey does respond to one of them first.
Yeah.
Very, very weird.
I don't get it.
From there, this is a bit of an odd conversation. We have a private chat between Chris and Mercedes. And Chris asks Mercedes, what do you think of Miranda's video that she just uploaded? And they both say, it's very unexpected, but let's talk about Antonio's video.
Right.
Like, what do you think about that? What was that about? And Mercedes, or rather Karen, goes, uh-oh, I need to do damage control again and make sure nobody knows it's me. She's like, I'm mad. Joey, Antonio stood me up. And you know what Antonio told me? He told me that Joey is the catfish and Joey's very suspect. And Chris is like, what? How do you know this? And Mercedes is like, I talk to Antonio every night. We were flirting all the time. He told me, don't trust Joey. So Chris deduces, wait, that means Mercedes is not the catfish that Antonio warned us about because she's just not. It's Joey. Oh, my goodness. And he takes his information and basically like, all right, peace out. Good night. I'm not continuing this conversation. End the chat.
And I just want to believe that there has to be more to this. I can't believe Chris is this dumb to buy this.
Right? That's what I'm saying. Because he just ends the chat, we're not really sure. Did he buy it?
Right.
Does he think this is weird? I'm going to just pull back and not answer. We don't really know just yet how he feels about that.
Right.
From there, we have Joey saying sorry to Antonio. Joey's very upset that he didn't buy Antonio's shit for 1 minute, but it turns out it's legit shit, so now he feels stupid.
Yep.
And we end the episode meeting our new player. We have Alex, 32, from Los Angeles, California. Very smart. He's unemployed, although he's a former cheesemonger and artist, whatever a cheesemonger is, I do not know. He has his wife, who he's been with for 10 years. He has his 2 children, which are actually cats. He's a geek and a nerd that loves opera. But you know what's interesting about him, Eric?
He wants to be a hot blonde.
Exactly. He will be playing or catfishing as a hot, sexy, sports athletic gym guy named Adam. So Alex, our geeky nerd, is portraying himself as this freaking smoky, sexy, whatever you want to call him, Adam. Can he uphold this persona? We shall find out.
I'm going to vote with no. I'm interested to know what other people think. Now, full disclosure, they did not release Adam's official PR photo yet, so we will have that in the next vlog recap. But no, I'm going to go with, I think we discussed this when we were watching it live with everyone. Yeah, I personally do not feel Alex is going to be able to convince people he is this hot, blonde, muscular, sports bro dude guy. I'm not buying it.
I think he's going to go too balls to the wall, stereotypical, and it's not going to be like, oh wow, this guy's a real meathead. It's going to be, oh wow, this is fake.
Right, he's lying.
Yeah.
In the same way they kind of caught Antonio in How Do You Poach an Egg, they're going to ask Alex something that, like, obviously anyone would know. You mix creatine powder with protein. I don't know what people that exercise do, but you know what I'm saying, and he's going to be in trouble. Well, I am super excited for the next drop of shows, Nicole. So for the last time for these set of shows, just remember, if you guys missed any of the past vlogs that Nicole and I have done, if you need a quick refresher, check them out here in our bios or on the Circle community page. Don't forget that on Tuesday nights at 6 p.m. Eastern, we will be live under Nicole's TV Co account. We will be doing the live recap show, interacting with you guys in chat. We'll get into a lot of the main points of these episodes in more detail then, and share with all of you our thoughts when we watch live on Wednesdays. So if you're having trouble watching it, come and watch it with us. Hear what we think in real time. It is so much fun. And don't forget to follow me on social media at Reality Recaps. Nicole, where can they follow you?
Follow me on Instagram at Strong Island Nicole, and on Twitter at Strong Island NI2.
And of course, make sure you guys are following TV Co. Follow us here, follow the Circle community, follow them on social media so that you are able to see all of the good that we are pumping out for this Circle season. Bye, everybody. We'll see you on the next vlog recap. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Well, like I said, we really hope that you guys are loving these vlog recaps. Don't forget, share on social media when you see us tweeting about these. Tell your friends about them. Post them places on social media where they may not be already that you think people might like them. We count on you guys to spread the word on these shows. It's what lets us know what you like so that we can keep creating more of it for you. Of course, make sure you watch us do them live over in the TV Co app. You can download it and follow us over there at yourrealityrecaps.com/tvco. If you've missed any of this content, you can check out all of it on our website too, yourrealityrecaps.com/thecircle, or on YouTube. Make sure you thumbs up and subscribe, leave a comment below, iTunes, 5-star rating, and a nice review. We really, really appreciate it. We will see you guys on the next vlog. Bye for now, everybody. Bye.